Hello and welcome to this lecture, and in this lecture we are going to learn how to actually write content to your file. So in the previous lecture we already have a pre-made content for our demo.txt file, and we went ahead and we have written a Python code to basically read up the content. So in this case what we are going to do is that we are going to write the content to the file by using Python. So even before doing that, let's delete the current content of the file. So if you save this file, there will be no content in the demo.txt. Now let's also delete this code and let's go ahead and start writing code from beginning. So the very first thing which you need to do is that you need to open up a file. So you type in file equals, and then you actually type in the open function. Then you pass in the name of the file, which is demo.txt, give a comma and pass in the mode as W, because we actually want to write to a file. So once you have this thing in place, the next thing which you need to do is that you actually need to write some text to the file. So in order to do that, we type file, and in this case we use a function which is called as a write function, which allows us to write content to the file. So simply type in file.write to access the write function, and in here in double quotes write in the text which you want to write into the demo.txt file. So let's say we want to say that this is the text written to the file. Okay, so once we have this thing written, that means we have successfully written this text to the file. Now once you are done working with the file, as I earlier mentioned, you actually need to close the file. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's simply type in file.close, and it is going to close the file for us. Now to see if this thing actually works, let's save the code and let's run this. And as you could see, the code executed, and if we switch back to demo.txt, as you could see, now we have some text written right over here. And also, instead of opening up demo.txt, you could again go ahead and read the contents from here. So again, you need to open up the closed file by typing file equals open, and here again let's pass in demo.txt as the name of the file, and let's open the file, this time in a read mode. And now let's use the read function to basically read the contents of the file. So we type content, and we are going to save the content into this content variable. So again we type in file.read, and once we have the content, let's simply print out the content by typing print content. Back here, and here I am going to paste it, and I'm going to simply change the content of this thing to, let's say, this is the new line. So what this thing should essentially do is that it should have the previously written line, that is, this is a text, and it should actually include the newly written line, which is this is the new line. But the situation is somewhat different. So if you save the code and if you try to run this thing, and if you switch to demo.txt, as you could see, we get the result as this is a new line, but on the output we get the text as this is the text written to the file. And that is because when you first open up a file in the write mode, it is going to write this text to the file. Then this Python code is actually going to read the file contents. Then this Python code is actually going to read the file contents, which is nothing but this, and it is going to print it out on the output console. And after closing the file, and I actually forgot to close a file here, we should actually close the file, but when you open up the file again, And when you actually write some content into the file, as you could see, the previous content actually got deleted. Now this problem of deleting the previous line could be solved by using something which is called as append mode. So append mode is another mode apart from the read write mode. So what append actually does is that it is going to take a newly written line to the file and it is going to append it at the end of the file without even deleting the previous line. So we are going to learn about the append function and the append mode in the upcoming lecture. So that's it for this lecture, and I hope you guys understood how to actually write some content into the file by using the write function and by opening up the file in the write mode. And also make sure that you have a close over here, so make sure that you close the file. I actually forgot to do this, so simply type in file.close and it is going to close up the file. So in the next lecture we will be learning something about the append mode. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.